Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to today's video. So as you guys can already see for today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys some good tips on how to spray paint your scooter parts. All of this is what I prefer how to do it. You may figure out how to do it your own special way, but I just went over to the car place, the spray paint place, and got me some black spray paint. I only got one, unfortunately. I wanted to get more, but there weren't any specials on. So for bars, I've got these old T-bars from one of my good mates, Adam Patterson, that he just, left in my scooter shed from many years ago. And then I've got some other MaddGear bars right there that I'll have a quick spray paint over. And then I'm going to show you how to spray paint wheels. So I've got this 120mm MaddGear wheel here, and forks. Forks are probably the most easiest ones and basic ones to do, since you don't really want to be spray painting this part of the fork. You just want to be doing the, this part there. So I'd have to say, for the first tip of spray painting your scooter parts is keeping it clean. So what you want to do is probably get a glove of some sort, because the spray paint does get all over your hands and it can get very sticky and hard to wash off. And also an old rag. I've got one down here, so just an old rag laying around that you can just wipe your parts down with and make sure they look all clean. And probably put an old t-shirt on or something like that, just because you don't want to be getting any nice ones or dirty. And probably get a nice big space. So I'm just in the shed right now. I wanted to go outside and do it, but it's windy, so it won't be the best. So I'll show you how to do it inside. The second tip to spray painting your scooter parts is knowing how far to have the spray paint away from your scooter bars. Probably what you want to do is have it about 30 centimeters away from the bars. So yeah, probably about, like, if you can see, about that far. You don't want to have it super close, because then what will happen, will start to drip a little bit, and if it starts to drip, it's going to make your parts look really bad and a huge waste of time. The third tip to spray painting your scooter parts would be having to sand down your scooter parts. By sanding it down, it will just make your parts a lot smoother and a lot easier for the paint to actually stick onto it. But unfortunately for me right now, I don't have any sandpaper. And if you also don't have sandpaper, you can use grip tape, but I'm out of that too. So I'm just going to spray paint right onto the bars. It's not that bad, but it is a bit easier or better if you do have some sandpaper on you. The fourth and final tip I have for you guys today is to, get out and get some spray paint so you can actually spray paint your scooter parts. So the first scooter part today I'm going to be spray painting are these T-bars that I've got right here. So I've got a little hook set up right there, and all I do is just put the bars onto the hook, and then I can get a full 360-degree look at these scooter bars. And also over here on the vise, I've got a flathead screwdriver set up in the vise like so. And then all you do is put the bars on it like that. But with this you can only get a 180-degree look, and then you got to turn the bars around. And doing that, you might get fingerprints all over the bars. Luckily for me, I found a proper glove, and I've got my spray paint. Shake it up a little bit, and then let's get started. So about this far away, and just soft, easy coats. When you're spray painting your parts, you don't want to be in a rush to get it done, because if you take your time, it'll make it look 10 times better. Trust me, because I've done it plenty of times. I'll give you guys a quick demonstration on what it looks like when you put too much spray paint on at once. So when you just keep on going like that, you can see there how it's gone really shiny and it's starting to drip at the bottom. As for up here, where we've just done a really light spray paint coat, you can still see the rust, I know, but as you do it, it'll slowly go away. And plus, if you do light coats like this, it will dry a lot quicker. That will probably take a couple of hours to dry, since it's really wet and it's also dripping, so that's definitely what you want to try to avoid. While we wait for the first coat on the bars to dry up, I'm going to quickly show you guys how to spray paint your wheels properly. So what you're going to want to do with your wheels is get some tape. I've got insulation tape. The best tape to use is probably masking tape, but I'm out of that, unfortunately. So what you want to do is just tape around like that, little straight edges. So I'll show you again. So just take a little bit of tape off, put it over the wheel so it's just on the plastic. It will take a lot of tape, but also with wheels, it doesn't really matter if the spray paint gets on the urethane, because it just rubs off. But if you have a cool urethane on your scooter wheels, you probably don't want to be getting them all blacked out, because it might affect it. So just do this. What I just figured out with the insulation tape is that you can just hold the tape and just press it around the whole outside of the wheel, so you don't need to do what I did just then. It looks pretty cool like that, but now it's time to get on to the other side. So what you do, just have the tape like that, push it down on the very outside of the metal, push it down, and you slowly make your way around the wheel. So what I've done here, I've just put the wheel in the vise a little bit, not too much, or else you'll squeeze the wheel too much and break the urethane. So again, just light coats over it. Put a bit too much there, so it's a bit watery. Now we'll let that first coat dry and we'll go do some more on the bars. Also, if you're doing this inside, you want to make sure that you have a door open because the spray paint is really strong and it's really not good for your lungs, so make sure to keep a door open. So we're going to move on to the last scooter part that we have for today. So luckily with the forks you can hold them because you don't really want to be spray painting this part because it might affect how you put the headset in. I don't know, it depends how much you put on. So I've got a backboard here, something that I don't care about if it gets you know, gets a bit of spray paint on it, so here we go. And then with the forks, what you can do, you can just put them in bars like that. Just pop them in. Oh, actually, it might not be the best way to do that, but it doesn't really matter. And to get them out, all you do is get an axle of some sort. You can just pop it out like that. Usually with scooter parts, you just can't spray paint right onto it if you have a light colour, say baby blue, because the colour's a lot brighter compared to black. With black, it's such a matte colour, it just blacks it out. So if you have black spray paint, it doesn't matter, but if you're using any other spray paint, you'll probably want to sand it. And even if you're using, say, a baby blue colour, you might want to get a white as well, just to spray paint over the scooter part first, just so the baby blue comes out a bit better. If you don't happen to have a hook like I do right there, what you can do is hit a nail into the wall or a piece of timber like that and just hang your bars off it like so. So the scooter parts are almost finished drying, but here's a quick tip on what to do when you finish with your spray paint can and there's still spray paint left in it. So what you want to do is just hold it upside down and just spray it out until most of the paint is out, because if you don't do that, then the paint will stay in the little nozzle and then it might get stuck and then you won't be able to use your spray paint can again. Or you have to get a new top thing, which might be expensive, it might not be, but it's just better to be safe than sorry. We've got the scooter wheel there. Let's go grab the bars. And the forks. I think the wheel might still be a bit wet, but I just wanted to show you guys just what it looks like in the end. I did miss a couple black bits around there because of the sellotape. So there we have it. We've got the bars that were spray painted black, which you can't see barely any rust anymore. I'll probably put a couple more coats on it, but I just wanted to show you guys mainly how to do it, but it's all about taking your time. If you want it to look good, do it once, do it right. Here are the forks, all matte blacked out, and the wheel still needs a couple fix-ups on it, but as again, just wanted to show you guys how to mainly do it. So thank you guys for watching today's video. Make sure to stay to the next episode of whatever these are. I'm going to be trying to show you guys how to make the most money for your secondhand scooter parts.